Welcome back to another video. It's the one and only Pocket, and today we're going to be talking about Karl Jacobs and how he's getting called out for being racist. First, be sure to watch the full video before making a comment on this situation. Also, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy, but without further ado, let's go. Alright, so Karl is getting called out for being racist because, they're saying that he was friends with Poseidon in the past, and, that he was okay with this. But anyways, we're going to read all of this and, try to understand the situation better. So check this out, guys. Karl actually tweeted this out on his Twitter. He said addressing concerns, and it's a Twitlonger. So here it goes. Addressing concerns. After my stream the other day, I felt like I wasn't able to express how I felt correctly and that it wasn't the best format for me to respond in. So I wanted to make a formal apology here where I can more explicitly express myself in an organized format. That way I can make sure that I say things the right way. Since then, I have taken the time to educate myself and do my best to hear the people's concerns. Recently, some people have come forward with this discomfort about me being in a stream with an old Twitch streamer, Poseidon, from a few years ago. This is completely justified concern because Poseidon made very controversial, offensive, and all types of content that I absolutely don't support. Poseidon for a long time was one of the largest people on Twitch, and back then I was genuinely someone that looked to Twitch as my clear passion in life, so I followed and watched everyone that was at the top of Twitch. I know that a lot of them definitely weren't good people or aren't now, and I should have been more conscious of that in the past. I understand that is absolutely from a place of privilege, which is something I have actively learned from. Just to explain how I ended up on his stream, he was doing an IRL stream in my city when I lived there, and when I had the ability to show up to one of the biggest streamers' streams at that point, I decided to show up where he was streaming uninvited. I do sincerely apologize, as I have for a while now understood that this could be viewed as an endorsement. I don't endorse any of his actions, and I stopped watching his content a long time ago. I'm extremely sorry to anyone that heard that we had met and was impacted in a negative way. I never want anyone to feel uncomfortable in this community or to have doubts as who I am as a person. I also wanted to talk about a clip of me on Miskif's stream explaining why I had been seen in Miskif's chat log saying CX, a reference to Poseidon, much more recently than any time I had ever watched Poseidon's content. In this clip, I explained that I was probably typing it in a way to reference when a video game character on the screen had a large nose. When Poseidon used to be one of the biggest streamers, other streamers jokingly picked on him for having a larger nose. I didn't realize this could come across in any way as racially charged, as I used it as a joke about Poseidon. I have been educated recently on why this could be hurtful to Jewish people, and that was never at all my intention, so I am very sorry. I mostly want to get across that I am genuinely sorry to anyone that I have affected. I know that it is important to lead anyone that follows me as a mascot of positivity and comfort. I promise to show change beyond just exclaiming that I won't let things like this happen again, because I want everyone to feel comfortable being a part of this community, as you all do genuinely mean a lot to me. Love you guys. Thank you for hearing me out. I am genuinely sorry, Karl. Now that's pretty crazy, guys, isn't it? That's really interesting. And before I give you my thoughts on this, I'm actually going to show the live stream that he had yesterday that he was describing the first paragraph of this Twitlonger, which makes sense. But he basically, was apologizing for this, and he actually ended up breaking down and just ending the stream.
Which is something I'm very not okay with. I know that there was a Jackbox joke that went around a long time ago. And I was genuinely, the second it came out, I was genuinely sorry about that. But I want to talk about a clip that came out recently on Mizkif's stream. Where I said that I was spamming CX in his chat. Because I said probably because somebody in a video game had a big nose. And I think people associated that with anti-Semitism. But in reality, in early Twitch, the meme was like, Poseidon has a big nose, so people just made fun of him for having a big nose. It wasn't like, I wasn't coming towards anti-Semitism, if that makes sense, or anything racially charged at all. I don't know if that is clear, but yeah, Poseidon's not Jewish or anything like that. It wasn't meant to be anything like that. So sorry, I'm just trying to think back. I wrote down a bunch of stuff I wanted to touch on because I know that I'm bad at talking like publicly. I just wanted to get it out of the gate, if that makes sense. I just wanted to make sure I had everything.
Alright, so that's pretty interesting, isn't it? Now let's look at what Poseidon had to say. So he actually made a lot of statements on Twitter, but I'm just going to get these two tweets so this video is not 40 minutes long. But you guys can go check out the thread down below. I'll link it down below in the description. He says this: So Karl is causing a witch hunt against me in front of millions of people because he hung out with me on a YouTube stream when he was a fan. Yet, I'm still banned on Twitch, lol. I can't believe he doubled down on this. Karl, here's some advice because you're young. At Karl Jacobs, you are letting your fans who do not have your best interest shame you into apologizing for something you shouldn't have to apologize for. While indirectly causing a witch hunt, I remember you said you looked up to me. So can you at least do me a favor and be a man? Now, there is a lot of people very upset at Karl, and there's also a lot of people defending Karl in this situation. And it's pretty interesting, isn't it? Now, let me just show you the people defending him. So, this person posted this on Twitter. They said, the definition of racism. Karl Jacobs supporting people who happen to be racist in the past doesn't make him racist. End of discussion. He has made it clear he is against racism. Grow up and stay out of it. Now, personally, I believe there is a right and a wrong in this situation. Do I think Karl is racist? I do not think he's racist, because being associated with someone in the past who was a racist person, you just can't assume that Karl is racist, by doing that. Now, where I feel like he's wrong in this situation is what he's saying about Ice Poseidon. It seems like he's definitely just listening to his fans and just trying to get, their support, and just basically kneeling down to them, what I mean? And that's what a lot of people are saying, and a lot of people are saying that his apology wasn't genuine. I actually do think his apology was genuine. I do feel like he was definitely throwing Ice Poseidon under the bus, though. I definitely do feel like, he just put all the blame on Ice Poseidon. Now, does Ice Poseidon deserve some of the blame? Yeah, or most of the blame? Yeah, he does, because making these comments in the past, when you have a platform like that, that's definitely not okay, you know what I mean? And even when he didn't have a platform and doing, it's still not okay, you know what I mean? We cannot have racism in this world. That's just a fact. Because we're trying to make the world a better place, right? I bet you guys feel the same way that I do about this. But do I think Karl is a racist for supporting him? No. Do I think Karl should have to apologize for these actions? Probably not. But is it the right thing to do? I guess so. I guess it is. In my opinion, I feel like Karl made the right decision by, apologizing. But I feel like he definitely threw Ice Poseidon under the bus and was like, I'm super sorry for all this. But he doesn't have to be sorry for everything. It's not your fault that this guy was racist, Karl. It really isn't. Do I really think Karl's a bad person? No, I don't think Karl's a bad person. He hasn't made very many mistakes. Do I think he's a racist? No, he's definitely not a racist. And that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Now, with Ice Poseidon, he definitely deserves some of this hate he's getting because of what he said. But if he's really changed into a better person, he's just getting, constantly used as a scapegoat. I do feel bad for him on that. But it's a messy situation. It's really messy. But, I don't really know what else to say, guys. I really just don't think Karl is racist. I feel like there's a lot of people, blowing this out of proportion a little bit. But there's also a big right for why people are mad about this, If you are a part of those communities that, he's offending or that have been offended in this situation, I totally understand why you're being upset. And it's really hard thing to, discuss about. This is a very sensitive topic. And that's why I feel like Karl's apology, does make sense, why you should apologize about this. But he doesn't have to apologize for, being associated with Ice Poseidon, you know what I mean? That's something that, just kind of like, it just seems like, you're just saying this now just to have, the support of your fans. And that's what I think. But at the end of the day, we're going to see what happens, guys, because it's just my word. And I think, that this situation has a right and a wrong, but I don't think he's racist. And I'm going to leave it at that. I want to know what you guys think down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. This is a very interesting topic. I'm interested to see what you guys say in the comments. Just know I'm not hating on anybody. And my last video was not directed to hate on anyone. I don't like hating on people. I just like, discussing topics and just letting you guys know my thoughts on them. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. It's been your boy Pocket. I'll catch y'all later. Like we always say, Empire out.